Okay. I am playing with my bangs so much. Hello, welcome to my live. I am Chris Farah. So it's a Friday night, and I just watched Love After Lockup, as many of you do. And here's the thing, I recently discovered that it has, a really good East Coast feed. I don't know about these bangs and this shiny head. I might have to put some powder on. Do I have powder? No, I might have to use my own fingers. Oh, honey, she's living. Okay, so you guys watched Love After Lockup too. It was a bananas episode. I got the East Coast feed, so I got to watch it at 6. Hi, Erin. Yeah, this episode was so good and so like those moments happened, and yet I can't do anything except be like, oh my God, there's no one on this couch for me, like, oh my God, did you see that? Like there's no one I can talk to. Now, Juan and I have been texting. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Erin. Hi, Slay. Okay, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but I'm going to have to. So let's just say this to you all right now. I want you to have watched this episode so that we can talk about it now. Tiffany, hi. I'll post this reaction video as well as do a recap, but I need to talk. I love you guys so much. Hi, Maya. Hi, Morgan. Thank you so much for coming in. Okay. Now, should we go through the couples and then we'll end on Clint and Tracy just for anticipation and to give people time to come to the room? I think that's great. Yeah, it is bananas. Thank God you saw it. Thank God. Yeah, we all just watched the episode. Everyone should have watched the episode already, unless you're in LA and you didn't know about the East Coast feed. I think that everyone should be on the same page, or maybe Hawaii. Or if you're not in America, my God, I don't even know how you watch it. And I'm so sorry, but we can talk about it. Hi, Joy. Yay. Kathy, I saw Tracy as Beetlejuice on Instagram. But yeah. She did look better at her wedding with, when they drew eyebrows on her. I couldn't see it because it's not on YouTube yet. Oh my God, East Coast here. Hey girl, when you don't watch the show, but you love Chris's commentary. This show is messy, Tiffany. So like, I get it. If this is like amongst the mud and the pigs, this show. And look, I don't know how long and how many seasons I can be in it, because I do feel absolutely dirty for watching it because Clint can't be all there. And some of these people, and literally all of them, are dealing with unspeakable trauma. Okay? It feels that way. This is my first season watching it. It had a season 1, but Keefik. But that is like, it is like everyone, the ones that are in jail and the ones that are out of jail, like all have the trauma. Like, it's like they're magnets to each other, and that website and Crazy for Inmates is just like a facilitator, Okay. I made notes, as one does, when you're professional. I love you guys so much. Oh, Lugai! I live through the commercials, or Chris doesn't get paid if I skip them. What happened? Oh, thank you so much. I love you guys and your support, and I really, really appreciate it. And I'm so happy you guys are all here. So let's start with the first couple. And the first couple, let's talk about Megan, Michael, and Sarah. Okay. So we got to start small, guys, and then we'll build to Clint. I know we want to talk about Clint, like obviously we have to build. Pretend this is a workout and we're warming up. Okay. So throuple, Michael, Megan, Sarah. Michael is a bananas manipulator. And like, I know he wants us to think like he's doing all of this for like his daughter, but he's not. He's just like, am I too short? But like, it's just a situation where I think I have to sit on. Oh, maybe that's better. It's a situation where he's just like doing whatever he wants. The truth is, Sarah has stuck by him for 6 years with his child and like like being there for him to be so disrespectful of her, no matter what he says. Oh, she's not the one for me, or she wants me to be like this, and I'm that kind of man, like, savvy mom, thank you for my super chat. Chris, I love your commentary so much. I think you're one of the funniest people on earth. Thank you so much. That means so much. And I really, really appreciate it. That's so lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, savvy mom. I think you're very savvy. I really appreciate you, but you're a great mom, unlike some of the people on the show. Speaking of, okay, so we also find out, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. So Sarah, I have to go back. I'm always just like distracted by the super chat. I have to like swim back to like what I was talking about. I really, really appreciate it. I want you to know how much I do. Okay. Okay. So Sarah, again, I feel bad for Sarah. Like she might yell a lot. She might code switch, but like she really has held him down, and he's being disrespectful of her by like pretending that he has to be with her just to get to his daughter. And that's why, but like, is then going to like take this other one to Niagara Falls and picks a fight with Sarah, like over rings. And like, she's done so much, and he definitely hasn't like, hasn't appreciated any of it. And Sarah seems like she should know what kind of person this man is already, but like doesn't. We're going to talk about Tracy. Oh my God. Oh, Mona. Okay, just from the episode, but still watching the live first. Okay, the end part of this, of what happens with Clint and Tracy, why people keep talking about it, is absolutely bananas, and we're going to get there. I love you all so much, and thank you for being here. And I guess also, yes, there's 71 people in this room. Would you mind giving me a thumbs up? I'd really appreciate it. I know it's like sometimes hard to remember, and I know it's annoying, especially if you're watching on a phone. I think you have to like somehow exit and do it and come back. I know that's annoying, but if you wouldn't mind, it would really help me. And I'm going to keep talking. So Megan is on her road to Michael and his plan, which ends up being like Niagara Falls, which, listen, I'm not East Coast. Niagara Falls just seems so old school for someone who picks a fight in the car about wedding rings being basic. Mary! Oh my God, Mary, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for these super chats. Thank you so much for liking this. You just being here is enough for though. I really appreciate you just being here. And I'm sorry I have to like ask for likes or whatever, like, ugh. And anyone who like tips me, this is what I consider a super chat. Like mommy, she's been a server for a long time. And so she appreciates it, and she will give very good service. And if you needed to like talk to the manager, like she'll get the manager. I'm the manager. Anyway, Blue Guy, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate all these super chats. Oh my God, Money Glitch God. Money Glitch God has like 1 billion followers on, this YouTube. He has way more followers than me, so he knows what it's like when people have to ask for likes and stuff. I don't know. God bless. Blue Guy, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who super chats. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best, and I really just like, you warm my heart. Okay, Megan, on the road to Niagara. Dad, not a fan. Okay, Dad, and that dad has the wherewithal, and he has the instincts that are the correct ones. So Michael picks a fight with Sarah over these rings that she was so excited to buy, like how he doesn't understand why it's a symbol because he doesn't want to wear them because he doesn't want people to know he's married so he can fuck bitches for the rest of his life. He just wants to like keep it going. He wants to keep it moving. He wants to like in and out, but Sarah has his daughter, and so he has to like, and also he needs things like someone to drive him from his mom's house to his daughter's house, so he just uses her. And she's just like too kind of like ignorant or immature or whatever, or dumb to get out of it. I need her to get out of it. She's ideal, I guess. Maybe she just didn't know. Maybe she was just like honestly like, he'll get out of prison. I'm so young. I have his baby. He'll really like make it work. And that's what this feels like, right? Let's get into the next couple. And that couple has to be in the same vein as this, Matt and Caitlyn. Okay. Caitlyn has children, which blows my mind because every time I see her, I'm like, you are a child. And this starts, I can't read what everyone's saying. Dropped a like, number 39, my girl. Oh yeah, Money Glitch Glide. Hey Nicole, hey, if you're watching, God bless. I'm watching from my house. That's what you guys are asking me. My son is in Windsor. Oh yeah, I see you're talking about yourselves. You know that Wa and I are going to go to London. We are going to be in London for VidCon. So we are going to have a meetup probably the Wednesday night of that week, which I want to say is like the 13th of February. If anyone is in London and wants to hang with two cool girls, I highly recommend you going. Okay, we don't know where yet, but we're going to be on it. We just need to find it. London, Ontario. Didn't know there was a London, Ontario. No, London, England. London. Spaceball. Mary Poppins. Julie Andrews. That one. Speaking of Julie Andrews, and speaking of Sound of Music, and speaking of my favorite things, has anyone watched in the Ariana Grande 7 Things video? That's like a blah pop culture thing that I'm like inserting into this right now, but that's a crazy video. You have to watch it. There's all this drama because all these people are like, Ariana, you stole my flow, like Soldier Boy and Princess Nokia. Princess Nokia, is that her name? I think it is, or not. I can't say it. It's something like that. We can talk about that later. I just need you to know because like Ariana Grande is a huge pop culture topic, and you come here not just for these reviews, but also like my insider scoop. And you have to know that there's a huge thing happening right now, which is Ariana Grande is getting a lot of flack for like stealing flow, and also she has a great music video for 7 Things, and it's a hot new song. You're welcome. Okay, so I love everyone so much. So thank you for being in this room and on this ride with me. Matt and Caitlyn is like, they're at Kathy's house. I love me some Kathy, and poor Kathy. Because it opens, honey, and Kathy is washing dishes, honey, and Kathy is doing laundry. And not just Matt's laundry, Caitlyn's laundry, including her underwear and like bras, and folding them and then just putting them in these people's homes. Oh my God. When I saw that, I was like, why are you doing that? Just don't do that then. I don't understand. Like, why don't you just if they need to wear clothes, they know where the washer and dryer is. Just put some soap out, let them do it. I don't understand why you're doing it. Like, if it's because, like, their dirty clothes over your house, then just, like, take all of their shit that's all over the house and just put it in their room and they'll get the hint. Like, whatever. The dirty dishes I can't stand. So, anyway, Matt is just outside, honey, not on a porch, just sitting in the middle of, a dry, weedy yard, drinking a beer at 11 a.m. This is his 5th day out of prison. So, Caitlyn comes in and there's this, talk of, well, what's happening? And I kind of get both sides. One, it's like he literally just got out of prison, but B, he should be have maybe lined up some ideas of where he's going to get a job, or have I don't know, an appointment to see a job specialist, because there are job specialists for people that have criminal records, one thing that a lot of people that do, I shouldn't say this, but a lot of people, so I did this. A lot of people who have criminal pasts in LA will do extra work, because anyone can do non-union extra work. All the background and stuff like that, it's actually anyone could have a job. If you came to LA, you could do extra work if you're non-union. And the reason why is because there's so many movies and stuff like that, and so many TV shows and whatever, and they only have to hire, let's just say, I think it's 15 union extras, and anytime they need any more than 15, they just hire non-union because they're cheaper. And then so any big crowd scene or blah blah blah, that's all non-union people, and you make I think minimum wage, and basically you're treated like cattle, which is you just show up, so you have to show up at crazy hour, you just give your life away, you're well, whatever's happening in this day is what's happening, because you can show up at 4:30 a.m. honey, you can stay till 3:30 the next day, whatever it is, you can't leave, and you just have to show up in whatever outfit they tell you to show up in. So if you have a car and driver's license and you can show up to central casting to take a picture, you can get booked on that. And then you're just on set, waiting to be put somewhere. And if you're a young girl at a college that has a theater arts degree and just wants to have set experience, and maybe they'll give you a SAG they call this is so insider knowledge, but like SAG voucher. If you get free SAG vouchers, you can become SAG. It's one of the ways into SAG, which is the Actors Guild, which is hard to get into. Blah 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 blah. So I did a lot of union work, or sorry, I did a lot of background work to try and like see like, oh, what's it like? I want to be, an actress. And yeah, a lot of creepy guys talk to you the whole time. That was my, I don't know, that was my experience. But if you're union and you're a stand-in, it's like much better, and you like work with a group of people. I'm talking about my experience with like these big cattle calls in background. They really treat you shitty. Hi, Elmo. I have not been reading you guys at all. Hi, Rickety. You guys are the best. Hi, Tara. Hi, Kathy. Okay, I'm gonna get back. Don't worry. So that's one thing Matt can do is extra work. I mean, granted, there's probably not a lot of, I don't know, filming happening wherever he lives. Washington? Kentucky, but there are places and there are resources. Busser, like if he wants some more of those like fancy rice balls, he could be a busser. They'll give you a family meal. Okay, I'm gonna get ahead of myself. So Caitlyn's like, you need a good job, but like before that, I want you to take me on a date. I want to like dress up or whatever. Like once in my life, like you've done nothing. Like you were supposed to like court me. Caitlyn is dumb, and Caitlyn thought that he was just going to like court her hardcore, be really romantic out of jail, living with his mom and her. Weirdly, that's not what happened. But like, what a weird thing to think's gonna happen. Why would you think that's gonna happen? That he's just gonna like come out? I mean, you've already, I wonder if someone's trying to call me. Oh no. Anyway, so I think that was filming, which is, I don't know if she's going to be able to join our chat, which makes me sad. Dishwasher. Did I miss Love After Lockup? We're still talking about it. Mika, honey, she goes all over the place, Thank you for being here. I love you all so much. There's 105 people. If you wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up, a thumbs up, a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And I won't sing anymore unless you want me to. You just tell me and I'll do whatever you want for likes. Except for certain things like taking off my shirt, I won't do it. You know what I'm saying? Or like stop playing with my hair, I can't do it. Or comb my hair. No, I won't do that either. But I can definitely shine for you. Doop. That oily skin, honey. I love you all so much. Please give me a little thumbsy upsies though if you haven't. There's like about doubly the people in here, and it really helps people. It really helps my channel and helps me. And it's like, I love you and I really appreciate it. Let's get back. Okay. So Caitlyn's like, take me on a date. They go on a date, right? Another is like one of those parallel scenes to Clint kind of being like in a fancy restaurant for his first time. Like Matt's never been in a Uber, in a jacket, honey, on a date, honey, in a fancy restaurant. And he is just like taking it in and she's just like, okay. And then they order, like what looks like such yummy rice balls, like Italian-y rice balls. I'm probably like real Parmesan-y in the middle, like gooey cheese in the middle that you like dip in marinara sauce. You know what I'm talking about. My God. Ugh. Gas stations need attendants. You guys are very right. You guys are doing the Lord's. We are really trying to help him. Like if he was in this chat right now, he'd have a billion opportunities. When you come, Lexa, you get private car. I drive you where you want to go. Lexa? What's Lexa? That's so sweet. Okay, chew and screw. So I love you. So what happens is they have this meal and Caitlyn's being like very like, this is your appetizer plate. Oh, look, a napkin, which is like, I get it. He's like literally a caveman, just like, he doesn't know how to use any of it. But also like, it's not very, I don't know. It feels very naggy and he already feels like he's getting nagged from both his mom and his girlfriend. And it's a good thing because they give him and do things for him and like get him food. But it's a bad thing because they don't want him to go back to jail. And you know what? I don't know if that's on his agenda. You know what's on his agenda? Meth. But let's get back to where we are. So they have a meal and then he like gets the bill, which supposedly his mother's given him money for. Thank you, God. Again, Kathy coming in with the laundry, the dishes, and the Discover card. I hope she got double points. gives him a credit card and he looks at the bill and it's like 128, which makes sense or whatever. Like they probably ordered like 2 entrees and like that appetizer we already saw. We already saw that dessert, which looked great, you know, and like they got like even a non-alcoholic drink. Well, that makes sense. And they had that waiter, whatever. God bless. So he has to tip him too. So the bill comes and he's like, babe, we're gonna dine and dish. This is too much. I don't want to spend money. And Caitlyn's like, what? You're not going back to jail. You know, she's just like, why? She's just like, so afraid that he wants to go back to jail, which he kind of does. And also just like, I can't do that. I can't do that. And it's like, I feel so bad for her. What a horrible experience being on this show has been for Caitlyn. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like from her mom to this situation. Anyway, so then he's like, no, get up, baby. Get up, get up, get up. And so he pulls her up and she's just like, no. I mean, like, she's just like, you know, wearing a very, like, very bodycon dress. Anyway, I love you all so much. Blue, hi. Stop playing The Sims 4 just to see me. Well, I appreciate that. I'm playing that home design, honey. I like that home design. Anyway, so then they're almost out the door, and he's like, just kidding, baby. I wouldn't do that. You think I'd do that? I wouldn't do that. And she's like, literally, PTSD. I feel like she's just like, why would I not know that you wouldn't do that? We've just met. You have no money, and you've literally been in prison over and over again. How would I know? How could I trust that you would just be normal? But he gets a laugh from it, honey. And later on, they're like doing yard work or weeding or some. He's like I like taking care of the yard work. And then the same sentence is like, but I really hate work and I shouldn't be able to, like, I don't want to do it. And it's like, oh, this outside life is like, I don't, confusing. I mean, he just keeps dropping hints that he cannot live outside of the prison walls. But and Kathy knows that. At one point, Caitlyn's like been putting a wheelbarrow. I don't know why I'm bringing this up. And he's just like, she's like, don't drop me. And guess what happens? Oh, dumb. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, it's 6 a.m. somewhere and someone's watching me. Hi, Bill. Okay. So let's talk. Okay. Matt, who have we talked about? I'm going to look at my notes. I'm saving Clint and Tracy for the end. Don't worry, but I'll get to them. Uber. Okay, man. Oh my God, maybe we are to them. Oh no, we're not. Marcelino and Britney, which I almost always forget. Ooh. This was were they in this episode? But not really in this episode. I'll tell you basically what happens with them. I think it's because like the last episode was so like gratuitous. Oh, hi, Ashley. I didn't say hi to you. Hi, baby boo. Hi, Natasha. Hi, Mika. Mona, everyone is, oh, it's 5 a.m. in Germany. Oh my God, Mona. Are you a morning person or do you just get you get my notification to wake you up and you're like, okay. I'm just playing. I love you all so much. Would you mind liking this video if you're brand new in this room? Put a little thumbs up to your girl, you know? Maybe she'll, I don't know, play you some 7 tings. Just kidding, she can't. It'll be copyright infringement, which now she understands what that means. Okay, Marcelino, a woman can't raise a man. Yeah. So we basically only get one scene between these two people, and the scene is he brings Britney breakfast, and breakfast is fruit and frappuccinos, which is fine. That's fine. And they have a conversation where it's revealed that Britney has a baby. Did I know that? Did you know that? No, literally, did you know that? Did we know that? I want to know. Did we both know, all of us in this room, that Britney had a baby? I can't remember if we knew that. Okay, everyone's saying yes. You know, it's like, oh, did not know. Okay, I mean, I knew that. Okay, well, God bless. It was like, you know, it's a lot to remember, a lot of characters in all these shows. So I think I forgot that information, or her gratuitous bisexuality, like just wiped that away. And then I was like, she has a 1-year-old kid. She went no, she's a 3-year-old kid. She went to jail when the kid was 1 year old. Okay? It's a boy. And the boy's living with the dad, and now she's like going to go visit the boy. And she like has a conversation with Marcelino where she's like, I need you to like come, and are you excited to meet him? And I'm nervous, but you have to like, you know, not only like just be okay with him, you have to like pretend he's yours, not pretend, but like he's yours, you know, if we're gonna be together. And then Marcelino has a conversation where he's like, that's weird because I never had a strong male figure. Like my stepdad was shitty and my real dad was shitty and I don't want to be shitty. And she's like, then just don't be shitty. I just, my mom was shitty and I just decided not to be shitty. And then I thought to myself, yeah, then Brittany, then you went to jail when your baby was 1. When exactly did you make that choice to not be a shitty mom? Was it like after? I'm just saying, like, whew, look, I don't want to pass judgment, and obviously I did already. I don't have to say, but like that is, mom shame is such a word. Like, don't mom shame. And so this is an experience right now as humans. Like, how do I not judge her? How can I, universe, not mom shame her or not be like, oh my God, you went to jail when your baby was a baby. Like, like when that baby, Kalani would be nursing that baby. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a baby. Let's see what you guys said. Why did Brittany go to jail? Alcohol? Oh no, drugs and checks or something. Or I don't know. Yeah, so then Marcelino or whatever also says a bananas statement, which is that women can't raise men. Which is confusing because he pretty much says that like he was raised not by 2 men because like those people were bad in his life. So it's like, what are you saying about yourself? And also like, yes, they do. There's definitely 1 parent households, all the time. And you can't like negate someone's gender because they had 1 parent. Yeah, Joy, women literally make men. So we do, we all the time, always time. We do, like it happens. And by the way, when it doesn't happen, most of the time when a woman is raising a child by herself, it's because some dude, some man decided to, or couldn't, or whatever, let go of his responsibilities. Whether those responsibilities are even just financial, so let's talk about it, men. No, I don't want to blame all men. That's just a Marcelino comment. By the way, I always want to call him Marcelo. So every time I like say his name, I just have to like in my mind pause and say Marcelino. Anything else about this person, or should we go on to the final couple? Well, there was no Lizzie. Oh, and by the way, there was no Lizzie and Scott this whole episode. That was the couple that was not in this episode. Unless I'm like so out of my mind that I missed that part. You guys tell me. But no, there was no Scott and Lizzie. I know I was like missing. I was like, wait. Oh, I didn't miss them in the beginning or something like that, right? There was no Scott and Lizzie. You guys tell me. Hi, Kendall. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I think it's just because it's an hour show, they can't like do everything. So there was basically no Britney and Marcelino, but I think it's because they had to really get into the final couple. Lizzie and Scott need their own show. Sorry, I just hiccuped. Lizzie is absolutely insane. I think that she's scary, and I don't even like watching her or watching her eyes. I think that she's just like a manipulating, crazy psychopath that is like a succubus, then I just have to like watch someone who I think is not all there get sucked dry, it's just very hard. I don't like it. Okay, Clint and Tracy. Clint and Tracy. Clint. I didn't see the Gillette commercial, but I really need to see that because that is a pop culture thing. Okay, I have to go watch that, Manuelo. I'll get on it. Sometimes joy puts people in timeout accidentally. It happens to the best of us. I'm gonna bounce actually the show, so I don't want to be spoiled. Okay, I am so sorry. I totally get it. Yeah, bounce right now. Okay, if you guys, I will do a recap for you. If you haven't seen this episode and don't want the spoiler, bounce. And I am so sorry, but I want you guys to like enjoy your lives. And then please come back and watch this live. It's not going to be too long. And then please watch my recap, which I'll do. And please ignore the oil that's on my T-zone. Okay, I want you guys to enjoy what we did, which is watch what happens to this couple in the time frame that is Honey, Tracy, Slain Snap. Let's get into it, Kathy. Do you want to give me a little thumbs up before? Since we've been talking for over 30 minutes, do you want to give me a little thumbs up? There's no good thumbs up song. It should be like, Sup. Give her a thumbs up. Sup. Like S-U-P. No, that's like so dated. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Where we left Clint was waiting for Tracy at the Westwood Saloon, honey, in Pool House. Okay? He's been waiting. He's been waiting. Waiting for tonight. Waiting. I have been waiting for you. Like, do you get what I'm putting down? I don't know how many songs I can come up with right now in the moment that has the word waiting in it. But he has been waiting for 3 hours, then 4 hours, then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. 5 hours, like my 5 head. 5 hours, okay, at this Westward Saloon. The pastor comes out. He's like, well, just want to get a little backstory. And you guys, how did you guys meet? And like Clint's like, website. And the website was like Love for Inmates. And the pastor's like, and in my mind, I hate to say this, but like, I don't know what church that pastor is from, but it just makes me feel like, oh, so you're just going to marry this person just because they're going to probably give you a donation right now? Like, but some other people can't get married because of what your definition of marriage is, but you're going to marry these two people are just absolute nightmares and cannot be married and will not. They are just train wrecks where you're just going to do it just because they're a man and a woman. That's just sometimes hard for me. I just realized I took this thing down to put on my heater and now it just looks like I like trashed my apartment. Oh, anyway. Okay. I love you all so much. Okay. So finally, after what feels like a long time in this bar where the pastor and Clint has just been sitting on or standing on the dance floor. And by the way, I realized like Clint did not like rent out this bar. This is a bar that happens and always happens, and it's very much open. And there's just like a little space in between the dance floor. And before they bring out the mechanical bull and like before the country line dancing starts, like they've talked to like a bartender and he's like allowed this. Okay. So everyone in the bar is like not friends of theirs. They're just like eating and drinking or whatever. So it isn't like this party's been waiting. They've just been like enjoying their Friday night getting drunk. And it's just Clint and this pastor. Finally, Tracy shows up, right? With his credit cards and his phone. She couldn't get a hold of him. And she looks good. I'm going to say that. She looks good. If we hadn't seen her in the previous episode with that purple lingerie, we would still know she was wearing it because I mean, that purple bra was like never not saying hi to me. Like it wanted stage time. It wanted its SAG voucher. You know what I'm saying? Hee call back. If you've been here the whole time. Okay, so, but like she's wearing, it looked like either gray or a light velvet, like lace number. And I might make this joke in my recap. So like, don't hold it against me if you like hear this joke twice, but like, it was like very like Charlotte Russe. You know what I'm saying? It was like not $500. Remember how his limit was $500 for her dress? And she was like, okay, but it's a very special day or whatever. And like, he was like, okay, we have to spend more. There's no way that dress was over $29.99. Now, I do believe she got professional makeup done because mommy had eyebrows. And mommy looks like two diff people with eyebrows and not eyebrows, like most people do, It's weird though. So this is what happens. They get married and they both have written their own vows, and Clint's vows are very long and very like personal. And her vows are like basic AF, and like have more to do with her. And he's just more like, I love you so much. Okay. Then they're in this car and it's always every time any of these couples on 90 Day Fiance or Love After Lockup, anytime they get married and we see the limo ride home or the ride home from their ceremony, no one's ever happy. And this couple should be happy because we have learned this couple loves to bone, and now they get to bone, like right, like that, like that. They get this in their like bone. The first one should have been the rehearsal for what now is going to be Bone Fest 2018 or whatever. So, but in this car, they both look forlorn, and like something's going to happen. And then We hear Tracy's familiar, like, I need a drink. Now, here it is. Okay. Before this happened, I have a bad problem where I look at people's teeth and I see what's happening in their teeth all the time. And there's a lot of teeth to examine on this show, right? Like Matthew's like no front tooth. In the wedding, there is this scene where I was just staring at Tracy because she was like talking, and I was just staring at her teeth, and I was just like, oh, those are like the methiest teeth. They're like yellow, stained, tiny. It looks like so much whatever has passed through them, and I was just like, yeah, that's a hard one to kick, it seems. So the next morning, we get like this like Chiron from the producers. We were supposed to film. And when we got there, it was like we couldn't find Tracy. There was like shots everywhere, turned over, limes eaten, her like glittery shoes passed over, and Clint crying. Crying, I mean weeping. Asks the producer for a phone. He calls who? His mother, Alice. And they have a back and forth, honey, and I'm going to reenact it for the recap officially. But it is like, honey, are you okay? I'm so sorry. And Clint's like, yeah. And she's like, no, you're not. I think you're crying, honey. And he's like, no, not. And she's like, sounds like it, babe. Like, what happened? And he's like, she's like, he doesn't want to say what it is. So he tries to like go off camera to say what happened. And so it's like he's crying, and then I'll get into it. But pretty much it's this. And again, if you haven't seen this episode, don't listen to what I'm about to say. 141 people in this chat. Hi. Yes. Okay. I'm just giving you time to get out of this goddamn chat before I tell you the last part of this episode that will ruin it for you. Will ruin it for you if you don't get out. So this is on you. Are you out? He's just like, in the car ride, she wanted crack, Mom. She has a problem. It's crack. And then they get home they get to the hotel. She does the crack. This is what I'm assuming. And then they talk all night, and Clint like thinks that like she's talking about like her demons. I'm sure she's like doing the crack and then feeling like she has to like be like, oh, these are my demons. And Clint's like, don't worry, baby, like I can get you through this. And then she cries or whatever. And then he falls asleep on the couch, and then he gets up in the morning and goes to the bed to like cuddle with her or maybe have sex with her, or I'm not quite sure, like whatever but then she just rolls over without any of those eyebrows on, looks at him in that purple lingerie or whoever, and is like, I want more. Let's get more. And that proceeds to break his heart. She can't not do crack. Wait, no, can't not do crack. Wait. Whatever, I'm not on crack, but she's, I'm just bad at grammar, but she very much can't even really survive 48 hours out of prison, and it's really fucked up. So then I feel like, well, then should I watch this show? Because I feel like this show is like now taking advantage of addicts. But is this show taking advantage of addicts, or like is like intervention taking addicts taking advantage of addicts, or do we need to see this, or does this help them in some way? I wonder. Like I also like in a smaller way, this is a parallel conversation to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when Kim Richards was on for a season. You know what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about, who was Kyle Richards' sister, which if you remember, I used to think that Kalani's sister from 90 Day Fiancé looked like Kyle Richards. Well, Kim Richards on season 1 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills obviously had a drinking problem, if not more. And then like it ended up, I guess, helping her because she was so ashamed of what she looked like on the show. She like had to get sober, but it took some years, and it took a lot of. Is that true? So I am working my way back to like what this show is. So Clint's like talking to his mom, and his mom's like, "Oh my God, this sucks, baby. I'm so sorry, you know." And he's like, "Yeah, and she took my car and my phone, and I got to get back to her because I still love her." And then his mom's like, "But what? I'm sorry. What? What? Who? But baby, like, what? Did you hear what you just said to me? Like, you can get this annulled." He's like, "I don't want to get it annulled." I mean, my God. Okay, Clint is in it. Is in it. Now, from what we know, I don't think they're no longer together. Or they might have gotten back together. He did tweet in December that he was no longer together with Tracy, but that tweet was deleted. And I don't know if he did that or the show did that, like saying, like, don't give spoilers away or whatever. Also, what is the end of this show? All reality shows are exploitation. Yes, yes. Are they officially married? Oh, right. I mean, do they go down to the court of law and get that part done? Or just are they married in the eyes of whatever church that pastor was from? That pastor looked like he was from the church of like wigs. I mean, that was a piece that man looked like he was wearing. Oh my God. I was raised religious, so I'm not shitting on religion. And there's amazing pastors and priests and fathers, and there's obviously a lot of really bad priests and fathers. But like this pastor is just like taking money. I mean, that pastor was just like, there's no way you can look at that man and be like, he's ready to get married in the eyes of the Lord. And this was like a truthful communion between two open hearts and spirits of the way that God intended in the Bible. No, that's not what that is. We hit 100. Thank you guys so much. That is so sweet. Tracy is very skinny now in real time. That's not a good sign. Unless she's into that keto diet. But I don't know. It's crack. Hi, everyone. Hi, Maxie. Hi, Adrian. He may not have filed the paperwork yet if he married her the day before. Right. We don't know when he did. Or if it happened later, From what there are spoilers that I've read, which is like at some point he's going to get arrested with her in a car, I think. And I think that he has marijuana on him. And he alludes to having made mistakes in this conversation with his mom when he's like crying about the crack and everything. He's like, I know I made mistakes, but I didn't do it, And I was like, oh, you didn't do it. Like he has to he very much is afraid of what's the word? Incriminating himself during this situation. So, and I thought that was obviously very telling. I would say that's pretty telling. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for loving my recaps. Isn't he drove with something with the car, I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's what he is. Yeah. Yes, that's what it was. I read it. Yes, Joy. He drove a Little Debbie snack cart into, I don't know, he got in a car accident with a Little Debbie cart. What? I thought he was a night clerk for his ex-wife. Why is he is it just like a side hustle? Because someone sucked not only him, a lot. See, these women suck all of them dry. You know what I'm saying? Except for Lizzie, who doesn't suck anything. I mean, Tracy sucked something. Lizzie, as we know, is like, I'm giving you tips. I'm not going to ever touch him, except for that haircut. That's as much as I'll ever touch him. And I'm still sucking him dry. I mean, Lizzie is... I am not now a little sad now that we didn't get any of them, but I'm also a little happy because... I don't know. All of these victims are so hard to watch. Yes, he did try to sneak drugs in the facility, Tiffany. Yep, he did. I'm seeing you guys are doing good jobs of being moderators. I love you all so much. Yeah. It's just hard to watch the victims. Like, I even felt victim-y for Sarah, where I'm just like, oh, I feel bad for you. I don't know if I feel bad for Marcelino. I feel like Marcelino and Britney are just like in some same, and they're also like in the same, they're in like the same category of people I don't really care about either way. Yes, he's controlling, but she's like also weird, and there's things that are happening on both sides, and they're already pregnant and married, and but also boring. So it's just like, okay, yeah, all of those things. Boring, not for me. Mm, let's see. Um, I want to change gears for a second now that we've gotten all of that out of the way for 45 minutes and talk about Celebrity Big Brother. Oh, yeah, I got confused, Vanessa. Yeah, it is 7 rings, not 7 things. Who's Adam? I don't like you. Um, okay. I was rooting for Britney. Can't believe she stays with Marcelino. But then after that whole like, by the way she treated her girlfriend is what made me really upset. Unless it's fake, which then I understand. Okay. I want to talk about Celebrity Big Brother. Are you guys into it? The way that Celebrity Big Brother works is that there's like basically 2 weeks and that's, or like 3 weeks and that's it. I think it starts and it's like pretty much over. But the way it happens is it takes over your life. Your life. So I was like, do I do recaps of this show? I kind of want to because I know I'll be watching. I'm so obsessed with it. I would have to film like reaction videos, not like an edited recap because it honestly is going to be the banana schedule like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. They pump them out because they know those celebrities won't stay in the house for like a whole like 90 days. So, I feel like, are you guys into that? Are you guys into who the hell? What are you guys talking about? Who's Elvis? Scaramucci. I feel like let's just, if you don't know, let's recap the Celebrity Big Brother cast that we have for you all. Because I think I'm going to whet your appetite for a Celebrity Brother. Oh, I looked up 2018 for some reason. No, Johnny, 2019. That's the year we're in. Okay. Ryan Lochte, that dumbass swimmer. So he is going to be there. Now, this is what I want. Obviously, for him to hook up with someone. I want him to have a crush on someone or for him to hook up with someone or for him to like secretly be smart or for him to like win at anything because he's going to be good at challenges because he's like, I don't know, an Olympic athlete or whatever, but he's like dumb AF. And so like when it comes to like strategizing, like what's going to be also, if he has any sort of like toxic masculinity, I can just see them like voting him out really fast because he's going to be a threat because of his physical strength, unless people think they can like manipulate him because he's so dumb, kind of like what happened to Meta World Peace last time. Okay. That's first. Second person, Candy Burris. Honey, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Sisters with voices. No, wait, yeah. Oh, no. Oh my God. I always forget what goddamn. Oh my God. This is going to kill me. What was her? Yours going to kill me. What group was she in with Teeny? Oh, that group. I'll tell you what it is. What does it actually say it on here? I'm gonna kill myself. Escape. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so she's on there, and it's like also like she's not used to that. She's used to the drama, but like she's used to Nene, like, but she has 2 kids, like, and a baby. Like, I feel like she's gonna be bored out of her mind and just be like, "Get me out of here! I'm so rich." Third person, Kato Kalin from OJ. Okay, that person. Someone named Lolo Jones, who I think also is an athlete. I'm sorry, I just don't know her, but she's a bobsledder. Joey Lawrence. Whoa. How many times do you think he'll do that on the show? Can't even be fired for being on Celebrity Big Brother. Oh, why? Because you think that Bravo? Well, but Bravo lets them do like Dancing with the Stars and stuff like that. Okay. Natalie Eva Marie, who is a former WWE wrestler. Someone named Ricky Williams, who's an enigmatic running back and cannabis advocate. Does that mean he's going to bring weed into the house? I mean, it's in California, and if he says it's legal and he says it's medicinal. Okay. Oh, were you waiting for it? Dina Lohan. So that means there are 2 Lohan shows on TV. The Lohans stay winning. The Lohans are on MTV and now going to be on CBS, 1 on each. Can you believe that? And also, you know, Michael Lohan wants to be on this too, and how did they not get him? I wonder if he would like, can I do a show with Dina? I wonder if Dina was like, can Allie be on too? Like her daughter, you know, like, y'all, we're all stars. You know, they're like, no. Be happy we asked you. And she has to do anything, you know, like her houses are foreclosed on and stuff like that. And then Anthony Scaramucci, honey. Scaramucci. The scars. I mean, the ant with a past. I mean, it's not going to be as fun as Omarosa was, because I don't know if he's going to like say the things that she did, but this like Trump figure, you know, was a huge success for Big Brother last time, Celebrity Big Brother last time. So like that's what they're leaning on. And then Tamar Braxton, who of Braxton Family Values, who just got kicked off the reel, who I think she's just gonna be like diva-ish, obviously. I want her to like be sneaky and play the game well. I could see her being voted off very easily though. Jonathan Bennett. Oh, he's the hot guy from Mean Girls, and he's the host of Cake Wars and Other Wars. Okay. Again, someone that's Lindsay Lohan adjacent. Just interesting. Tom Green. So he's going to be like doing weird things, I guess, and like maybe playing pranks. Or I don't know. Maybe he'll be a genius and he'll like win it. And that's it. So if you guys have any interest, leave a comment and tell me if you are like, yeah, I'll watch a reaction video of each one of these episodes for 2 weeks or whatever. That sounds good to me. Very few likable people in the cast. I understand that. However, does it not make good television? I don't necessarily need to like characters. I need to be engaged by them and interested with them and feel like I see all parts of them. That's what I would say. I love you guys so much. Oh, my TV just started. The ghost just started my TV. You guys, I love you all so much. I think I should end this and then go back to editing my Lohan Beach House recaps, and then maybe film a Love After Lockup recap so I can get it up super fast. I love you all for like just joining me for these 53 minutes and talking. And everyone who liked this video, thank you so much. It means so much to me. Thank you for just coming in the room. Thank you for liking this video and like helping my channel in any way you can, or you think, or you subscribe, or of course the super chats are like more than a blessing, and I really appreciate them. And I need to find a way to like be better at like showing my appreciation for super chats. Like I either want to make a song for you, or I'll think about what I can do to like make that fun, you know? Because I know it's like weird now because it happens and I'm like, oh my God, thank you. And I just feel like I want to say thank you for 5 minutes and then I have to like go back and talk about what we're talking about. So I love you guys so much. Lolo and Ryan should hook up. Yep. Yep, Jewel. Yep. I'm into Celebrity Big Brother. I hope you guys are too. It'd be really fun to watch with you guys, and like, because it's so good. It's like so like sneaky and backstabbing, and then like we get to talk about what we know and other people don't know. So not to like try and sell you on it, but I think that you should be into it. Okay. Anyway, Is Lolo still a virgin? Oh, is that something? I don't even know. I gotta do some research, I guess, on these people. There are people I don't know on this. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful weekend. Look for my videos. Share my videos if you don't mind. If you know people will enjoy them. I have a Bachelor video I put up this morning if you haven't watched. Thank you to all my moderators and my super chats and my fans and my likers. And I love you. And stand up for yourselves and one another. Stand up for, oh no, that's not what I say. I say be kind to yourselves and one another and stand up for what you believe and make art. That's what it is. Honey. I'm sorry, that episode of Love After Lockup just messed up my brain, honey. Just like those eggs in that pan, what drugs do to you is what that episode did to me. Okay, she has a problem, it's crack.